Hello, Libra. This is your reading for the month of May 2025. I will be using the Mystical Journey Oracle deck. My readings are a little different. I get psychic impressions from the images and I interact with spirit, just to let you know. Okay, so the first card we have for you is Eternal Self. So what's coming through in this image is her nose is being pinched on the sides. Almost like, a nose plug you might wear if you need one when you swim. Has that feeling to it. So perhaps you are having issues with your breathing, with your lungs. You might want to see a doctor. If you're waking up with headaches, if there's anyone complaining about your snoring really loud, or if anyone's noticed you stop breathing when you sleep, please go find out if you have sleep apnea. That might be an issue that you're having. There's something here about your breath, right? Because the nose, you breathe through it, also smell, but it's coming through as your breath. So be careful. Yeah, if you're having any issues with your lungs, if you're having any issues of hyperventilating or like not being able to get enough oxygen, if you feel like that, please see a doctor or go to a walk-in clinic or whatever to get that looked at, to make sure that your lungs are clear, there's nothing going on there. If you've been wheezing, or it might even be an issue with your throat, right? Or even your nose. So yeah, if that is happening for you, then please get some medical attention. Now, if you're not having, and even if you are having issues with something to do with your breathing, if you're not having them, right, breath work. So there's a focus here on breath work. So you can do breathing meditations. Try not to do there's this, I don't know, I know in the city I live in, there's someone who's teaching people to take really quick breaths. and that's causing them to get dizzy, and they're trying to tell them that that's a spiritual thing. No, that's physical. So you be careful with anything that's a little bit um, false, fake. So yeah, but do some breath work. Try to do some deep cleansing breaths. You can do breath where you breathe in, hold it for a bit, breathe out. There's all different things, but there's a focus here on your breath, your breathing, coming through very, very clearly here, right? So I know that the CO2 level is the highest it's been in millions of years, apparently, and so with the higher CO2 levels, the less, I'm gonna guess, the less oxygen it would feel like we're getting. So yeah, just slow your breathing down as often as you need to. Focus on your breath just to sort of calm yourself down, calm things down. That will help calm down your interactions with others, your reactions to others. Okay, Spirit said to move on. So the next card we have here is Rites of Passage. And I don't know, for some reason, India is coming through very strong. I don't know if that has anything to do with anyone watching. I'll see if it's going to come through in the reading. So there's a sense of being watched here. So with the animal, I'm assuming it's some type of cat at the top, and then the pair of eyes underneath, and then that would represent you. Maybe you have a spirit animal that is watching out for you, looking after you, um, or some sort of higher spiritual being that's keeping an eye on you. Again, from the eyes, although it's just what I'm getting in the reading, it's almost like a Yoda type character. Um, so like a teacher maybe that's been watching you, watching over you, trying to help you. You need to sort of open up to that and allow that help to come in. Make sure it's benevolent. It seems benevolent in the card reading, because it feels like they want to help. So now I'm seeing tears in the card. I don't even know if that would show up around the cat. Yeah, it's not really showing up, but from what I'm seeing when I look at the card, I'm seeing teardrops coming down from above that, from above the cat. They're coming down on both sides, and they seem to be coming down into you. So maybe you've been suffering from depression, or just for some of you it might be loneliness. Um, for some of you it might just be you're just struggling with what's happening in the world right now, because like anyone with any modicum of intelligence would be a little upset with what's going on in the world. So maybe it feels like it's more burden than you can handle. So again, there's a sense of rely on these spiritual, benevolent spiritual beings that are trying to help you. Allow the help to come in. Allow the healing to come in. Now, I'm not saying like let the spirit enter your body. No, um, unless you are quite familiar with that work and you know how to be safe doing it. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but you can let them help you. They should still be able to help you without entering your body, and so you could do that type of work. The whole time I've been trying to figure out what India had to do with any of this, but perhaps it means something to someone who's watching, and maybe your spiritual guru or something is connected with India. I don't know. Maybe your spiritual, um, maybe there's a spirit who has a connection to India that's watching over you. But yeah, India is still coming through. I'm just not 100% sure how or why. Sorry. Okay, Spirit said just pass. All right, so I'm going to go on to the next card. Sorry about that. Cycles of life. So the wings on the sides are standing out. And I don't know why I'll bring this up, but I never noticed that there is like a little mermaid here on the shoulder. I never noticed that before looking at this card. Wow, but it's showing up today. Huh. So the mermaid is talking into your ear. So again, I think this goes back to the spirit spirits that are around you trying to help you. You've got someone trying to get messages through to you. I think you need to pay more attention to those. So there's a call here to sort of quiet your mind, which again, if you're doing the breath work from the first card, that will help. If you focus on your breath, that'll help quiet your mind, right? So you can hear the messages that are coming through. Again, there's this like higher beings, the wings, the winged creatures, the mermaid, the ethereal creatures. Again, there's a pair of eyes here above you. So they're trying to get message through to you. So you need to quiet your mind. See if you can spend a half an hour sitting quietly and trying not to talk to yourself, trying not to work on your grocery list, whatever. Try to just sit in stillness and see what comes through for you, because they're trying to get messages through and they feel like you're blocking them off. Now, the messages that come through, it's up to you how to interpret them and what to do with them. You can get help from others who might be able to help, but always go with your first initial instincts, okay? And again, spirits, um, spirits are like humans. You have good ones, you have bad ones, you have neutral ones. So you have ones that want to benefit you. You have ones that earnestly mean well, and you also have ones that are deceptive, tricksters. Okay, so you get that with spirits. So anytime you're getting messages from spirits, you need to discern and figure out, if it's telling you to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, no. Okay, don't do it. So don't do anything it's telling you to do that you would not normally do if it seems as though it's something negative. Like, never ever sacrifice anything. So be cautious and careful with what's coming through. But if it seems like things that are going to help you and improve things, and if it's something you wouldn't normally do, but it seems like it's a good thing and there doesn't seem to be any harm in it, then go ahead and give it a try. But be careful if it's asking you to, take a walk in a dangerous part of town late at night. No, right? Just, you wouldn't do it, so don't do it. Okay, that will help you to learn sort of what spirits around you. No, I'm not getting negative things out of these cards, so I'm not getting that it's negative spirits trying to get through to you. However, I do want to just put that caution out there. I've been dealing with spirit for a long time. and yeah, they're not all good. Okay, so just be really careful and cautious. It would be very neglectful of me not to mention that. Okay, not every spirit's going to talk to you is like the most holy being ever. Okay, and if they tell you they are, be really, really, really super cautious then. Okay. Okay, so spirit said move on. Clearing your space. So this is wind, a lot of wind energy here. I just did Virgo's reading and their last card had a lot of wind energy about it. This feels like wind that's going to affect you directly. You're going to get caught up in something. Okay, so this could be, because this is a it's too good to be true scenario. So you could get caught up in, maybe there's a group of people that are planning to do something and you get caught up in it, wanting to help, wanting to do the right thing, but it could lead to something negative, right? So it could be, just as an example, maybe there's a group of people and they're talking about protesting, which, hey, no problem. They're talking about a peaceful protest, watch out, because pay attention. There is probably a smaller group within that group that wants to instigate problems. Um, and this is just an example. So you have to put this in your life, however this fits into your life, whatever this wind storm around you plays out as. There's, like, is it insurgents? Is that what they call them? I probably have the wrong word, sorry. But people that want to cause havoc, want to get you in trouble. Um, it's like they're for whatever it is you're protesting against, and they're going to infiltrate your group and cause issues and problems. Or they're just criminal type minds who are going to come in and try to cause issues and problems. So, like, I'm just using a protest as an example, but it could be anything. It could be something at work, that maybe there's a group of you getting together and you want to make some changes at work. You want to implement something new, some good changes. And then there's like one or two, maybe three people that you're not sure if they really belong. Their ideas seem to be a little off center. The issue is that they're going to instigate the negative thing at the time that you're going to implement this group idea, however it's going to play out for you in your life. And once you're starting to put this idea into practice, you're initiating it, it's happening, that's when they're going to jump in, because they've been meeting without the main group, deciding on what they're going to do. They're going to do it at the time, cause mischief and mayhem and chaos, and it's going to spread panic with people, and then it's going to have, it could have a negative outcome. So if there's anyone in your group that you think, they're not right, what they're thinking and the way they're trying to lead things is rather negative, bring that up to whoever's in charge of the group, or talk to enough people around you to say, hey, I don't like what, Mr. X and Mrs. Y and Mr. Z are up to. I want to, I think we should kick them out. Make sure you're talking about it. Don't just go, they don't seem right, and think about it in your head and not mention it. Make sure you're letting people know, these guys don't seem to be on the same page as us. We need to investigate what's going on here and put a stop to it. And like, if you need to kick them out, remove them somehow, so that they don't ruin or spoil the day. They don't spoil the plan. They don't spoil your ideas from coming through, okay? So, and this could be personal, work, however this is going to work out for each of you. So just be careful of those, the few trickster, negative types. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Anyway, that seems to be it for your reading. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so very much for watching.